This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 13118 Rose Avenue, Los Angeles, California, 90066. Today is March 9th, 2022. We're performing a video waste and sewer line inspection through a 3-inch ABS waste line cleanout located on the right-hand side of the house, just next to the tankless water heater. And this is our 3-inch ABS waste line here. This goes towards the tankless water heater towards the front of the house. And this goes towards the rear of the house. And again, we're just going to go ahead and zero out here. And we're going to go ahead and begin our video waste and sewer line inspection. So again, it does appear that we dropped down what appears to be black ABS waste line. We got some debris. A little bit of debris in this area, but again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push through. It does appear to be black ABS waste line. The house does appear to be under construction. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. So again, it does appear to be black ABS waste line. Pushing through. We'll make a little bit of a turn, and we're dropping down. Okay, again, we're going to go ahead and continue to push out. So again, we're dropping down, make a little turn. We're going to pull back just a little bit. It does appear that we are transitioning to what appears to be cast iron. So again, we're going to push in just a little bit, and we're going to pause for a moment. We're going to mark this area. We're going to pause here. So we went ahead and located this area. It is underneath the house. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. And again, it does appear that we are transitioning to what appears to be cast iron waste line. So again, we're going to continue to push out. And we'll push out slowly, take a good look. And as we continue to push out, it does appear that we're transitioning to what appears to be vitreous clay. So we're just going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. I'm going to push in about another foot, just get ourselves into the vitreous clay. I'm going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it is inside the house, approximately 8 to 10 feet inside the front of the house. They did extend the front of the house out, up and over the vitreous clay sewer line. So we did mark the area inside the house with a blue piece of painter's tape on the floor at 3 foot 11 inches deep, and that is a transition from cast iron waste line to vitreous clay sewer line. And again, they did build the house out over the vitreous clay sewer line. So again, we're going to go ahead and continue to push out. And as we push out, we'll pull back just a little bit. Does appear to be our test tee and our vitreous clay clean out in this area. So we're going to push in just a little bit more. And we're going to pause here for a moment and locate this area. Okay, again, we're going to go ahead and continue to push out. Again, we're still underneath the house, and again, you can see in this area here, it does appear that we do have a fairly large offset in this joint here, as you can see, from about the 3 o'clock going all the way up and around to about the 9 o'clock area. And we do have some root intrusion coming in at the top. So again, we're going to have to take a running start at it, jump up and over this area, and we're going to continue to push out. What we're going to do is push out another foot or so, and we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. So we're just trying to find an area just at the front of the house where we can mark it where the sewer's exiting the front of the house. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, we went ahead and located this area, and we're still underneath the front porch. So again, we're still underneath the house. So what we're going to do is we're going to push out. We're just coming outside the front door. We're making a little bit of a turn. As we make a turn here, you can see that we do have another fairly large offset in this turn here. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull back a little bit, and we're going to take a running start at it. And we got up and over that area. And again, another fairly large offset in this joint as well. So what we'll do is we'll push out a little bit more. We're going to push out approximately to about 45 feet on our camera monitor, and what we'll do is we'll pause there and locate the area. So we'll pause here for a moment and locate this area. Okay, I went ahead and located this area, and it's just to the right of the walkway as you approach the front door, the front porch area to the front door, and we did mark it with an orange flag at 3 foot 11 inches deep. And again, we're going to go ahead and continue to push out, and again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out and attempt to push all the way into our city sewer tie-in. What we're going to do is we're going to pause our mic here, and we're just going to run out as fast as we can, and then once we get out, we'll pull back and take a good look, just due to the fact we are pushing through a waistline, and it is a little difficult to push out. So we're just going to pause our mic here. Okay, again, we went ahead and pushed all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to pull back slowly, and we're just going to take a really good look at the line as we pull back. As you can see here, it does appear that we do have a fairly large offset in our saddle area there from about the 12 o'clock going around down to about the 6 o'clock area. So again, we're going to pull back slowly. A bit of a gap in that joint there. We're going to push back in a little bit. This one. Okay, we'll continue to pull back. And again, we're going to view all the joints as we pull back. But once again, once I get back to the office, I can take a really good look at this in the dark, and it makes it a lot easier to see a lot of these joints. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And that joint appeared to be in fair condition. Continue to pull back slowly. And that joint appeared to be in fair condition. We do have some debris and some buildup. As we were pushing out, we were holding some water, so again, we're going to continue to pull back. And again, it does appear that we do have a little bit of offset, and again, we're starting to hold a little bit of, getting back into the water, we're starting to hold a little bit of the debris and a little bit of the water. So again, we're continuing to pull back. And again, it's going to make it very difficult to see the overall joints with the water being held in this area, so we'll just pull back slowly. What we'll do is, we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, we went ahead and flushed a couple toilets just to get a little water to pass through, hopefully to wash away a little bit of the debris. So what we're going to do is we're going to just pull back slowly, but again, we are still holding water in this area. So again, we started holding water right around 74 feet on the camera monitor, and as still we're going back, you can see that we do have some fairly large offsets in the vitreous clay that's holding the water. And we just continue to pull back. Again, it's still holding a little bit of water there. You can see we do have another offset. That offset there is from in the bottom. And as we pull back, you can see here we do have another fairly large offset from about the 3 o'clock going all the way up to about the 1 o'clock. And as you can see right around the 12 o'clock area, that is our test tee. And that's right around our curb area. So again, we're gonna push back in real quick. And we're gonna pause here for a moment. We're gonna locate this area. Okay, again, we went ahead and marked this area with the red crayon at 4 foot 8 inches deep. And this is just on the sidewalk, just in front of the property. So again, we did mark it with the red crayon at 4 foot 8 inches deep. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And as we pull back here, you can see that we do have another fairly large offset from about the 3 o'clock going around to about the 9 o'clock. So again, we're just continue to pull back. And again, another offset in that joint there. Again, the line does appear to have multiple large offsets throughout. And it does appear to be holding water, approximately 20 feet of water. It does appear to be a flat area at the front of the property. So again, we continue to pull back. You can see we do have another fairly large offset in that joint as well. And again, we did see these joints on the way out. So we're pulling back towards the front door area. And as you can see, this area here, more root intrusion, more offset. And again, this area here is underneath the house. So again, we're going to continue to pull back. We'll pause here for one moment. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And again, as we're pulling back, we are pulling back, and we are underneath the house. We're approximately running anywhere from approximately 10 to 15 feet into the house. Just as you enter the front door, you walk into the living room area, and we did mark the area in there with a blue piece of tape. And again, fairly large offsets in those joints as well, more root intrusion. And again, we'll just continue to pull back. And again, this is our bituminous clay mainline sewer cleanout, and that area there is still buried underneath the front of the house as well. So again, we're transitioning back into our cast iron waistline, and again, we continue to pull back. And again, the cast iron waistline does appear to be possibly have been hydrojetted. They did remove a lot of the buildup. Still have some overall scaling. So again, we're just going to continue to pull back. And as we pull back, we transition back into black ABS waistline. And all our black ABS waistline all appear to be in fair condition. So again, we're just going to continue to pull back. And we'll continue to pull back. We'll make a little bit of a turn, and we're going to come up and out of our cleanout, and that will conclude our video waste and sewer line inspection.